This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Come on now, off of play action. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And his pass incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 36, 36. Check 26, check 26. Shoot.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kene Nwangu. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Second and 10. Mon looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Off the play fake, Mon. He's going to let it go again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mon. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now a run with Montgomery. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Nicole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they go play action here. Mon lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10. John going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point to drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 36 to Mike. You got nothing left.
Play action. It's Fields. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Watch 36 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 36. I got it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now he's forced out right. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bears going to... use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Hardman on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Fields on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Graham on the grab. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Mon. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Chinese Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. You got three down. Switch.
Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding. A halt to avoid the contact. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Montgomery a first down and then some. The 40. past the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another rundown for Nwangu. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's out right at the 25.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
They'll look to throw. Able to find Jones. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They run, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.